So I wanted to do a video to talk about just how I've been lately. And I'm in the bathroom, so there's that. I figure honesty is the best policy, you know what I mean? But like lately, I mean, I don't even know what to talk about. I don't feel awful, which is good, but I've lost a lot of weight, and it just sucks because sometimes I just don't want to eat, and then I get diarrhea, and like right now, and I get like, because the tubes that I have on my back, I get this backache, lower backache. And then what I notice is when I lay down, if I lay like with, like upward, like propping my body up, I use the bathroom less. Like I less desire to use the bathroom. For some reason, when I go flat, oh my god, it really, really gives me stomachache. So anyways, this is what I mean. So if I lay like this, I don't get much, like I don't get that much of a stomach ache, right? And then I can rest and stuff. But this position, like this, laying like this kind of sideways for a while, it gives me so much backache that like it's bad. So it's like you win, one way, but then you lose on the other. So that really, really sucks, you know. Um, uh, anyways, I just started the video talking and I didn't say anything. For anyone that doesn't know about me or about my channel or anything, because I hardly do videos. I've been battling colon cancer for 4 years. I had ulcerative colitis that then turned into cancer. I had my colon removed for a year. I was doing great. And then the cancer came back in my abdomen, and I've been doing chemo and different things. Right now, I'm not doing anything. Partly because the chemo has been really rough and I just need a break. Also because there's like one last thing I could try that the doctors have, and I haven't wanted to try it because it could really affect my heart, and I don't know, I just don't I don't know, I don't trust it. I have this weird feeling about it, and I do tend to like to listen to my gut. But anyways, so I'm not doing anything right now. I do see a healer, energetic healer, and a lot of people think it's bull crap or whatever, but honestly, when I see him, I do feel better. It's just sometimes I don't go because I don't feel good enough to go, and it's a little bit of a long drive. So, and I'm tired and whatever, so I don't always go, but it does make a difference when I go. I do feel better. I'm still not healed, and that's where like my family especially is like, oh, is this guy really working, or if he's like taking our your money. I mean, when these kind of things, it's hard to know. It's hard to know with everything. It's hard to know with the chemo. It's hard to know with anything you do, even with the food that you eat, or if you do any of these other treatments that are more like natural treatments. It's really hard to know what's gonna work, and it's for the person going through it like me, it's just so frustrating because you just want to feel good. You want to be done with this, obviously you don't want to die, you want to survive, and it just gets harder and harder because your body gets weaker, and then you see it in your family that it affects them to see you sick and not feeling well. And sometimes I feel like I'm not contributing too much, for the family, because I feel sick and I have a daughter, and sometimes I don't even feel good enough to play with her, and it's so hard for me, to do this. And then like everything is a balancing act, and sometimes I think, well, I'm trying to stay healthy, to stay alive, to be with her, so that's good, and I know she's gonna thank me for that. But at the same time, I feel guilty because I'm not spending time with her. And what about if I don't, make it, and then I've wasted all this time, and it's just so much. And sometimes right now I'm kind of ranting because I just have to talk about it. But sometimes I'm just like, screw it. I'm not going to think about this. I'm just going to enjoy as much as I can every day. And it is what it is. Everyone dies. I don't want to die young. I don't want to die now. But I do want to enjoy my life as much as I can. And that's one of the reasons also why I haven't done this last treatment. I have called and looked for other trials. Nobody has a trial that I could do, so I haven't been able to do that. That's why I've been doing the healing, because I feel that that's something that I could be doing. I give myself Reiki as well, and I pray and I ask and I do everything. I try to meditate, to breathe. All kinds of things I've tried. I think everything that I've been told I've tried, except for going completely like vegan and stuff. And mostly because I don't know, it's kind of like the same thing that I felt with the chemo. That there's just things it doesn't feel right, and that doesn't feel right for me, and I'm gonna hate it. And I also feel like if I'm gonna do something that I'm gonna hate while I'm doing it, it's not gonna be good for my body. It's not gonna be good for me. And I know that if I try to go all vegan or vegetarian, I'm gonna hate it. I struggle to eat food I like. Imagine eating food I don't like. Like, I don't know. That's just not for me, really. And I've been listening to Anita Morjani, which if anyone knows or has heard about her, Google her. She survived cancer in a really non-traditional way. Basically, she died and came back, and she realized what it was to be on the other side, and she felt the love and all these great things. And she said, you know what, I don't have cancer anymore. She didn't, and it took her body a couple of months, but she completely healed, and I think it's been like 12 years, and she's cancer free, and she talks about it, and her advice is to just enjoy your life, to do what makes you happy, and do that. And that's like one of the main things for survivorship. And if you do feel that eating right or eating healthy is the right way for you and that's going to cure you, do it. But if it's going to cause you grief or stress, that right there is not going to be good, and that in itself could kill you. So I've been trying to try to, follow it, because it really makes sense to me for what she says. It really does. Everything she talks about makes a lot of sense to me, and it's a lot of stuff that I've thought about on my own, just things that come to my mind, and it really speaks to me. So that's what I've been following. And the days that I feel good and I have energy, I do things, I have fun, I try to travel, I I try to go every year on a cruise with my family. I would like to go more often, but sometimes I'm just so tired. Like right now, my husband wants to go on a cruise in October, and I want to go, but at the same time, I'm like, what about if I feel bad and I'm on a cruise with my family, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so hard to be there and feel bad, and not be able to share it with them, and be like, oh no, you go, I want to stay in the room to sleep, and then, or to rest, and then you see their face and they're so disappointed because they want to spend this time with you, and you just sometimes I just want to be alone, and it's because I'm tired, and it sucks, and it really does. And yeah, I'm getting a little emotional. um I don't know, it's just hard. Life is so hard to begin with, and then when you add disease to it, it's just so much, it's just worse, so much harder. But I try. That's all I could say. I try every day. I try every day to feel better, to enjoy. I try different techniques, like I said. I get in this position so I don't have to go and poop because it's diarrhea and it burns me. And I know it's TMI, but it's the truth. It burns me and it feels really bad and I hate it. So I sleep like this. Sometimes I have to sleep on the couch because for whatever reason I sleep better and I sleep longer. So I go there, and then it sucks because then I'm not even sleeping with my husband at night. I'm there on the couch, but I sleep better, and I bother him less. Because sometimes I have to get up to use the bathroom, and when you're in bed and you're constantly getting up, you wake up your partner. I don't want to wake him up. He has to work and he has so many things, and I know he's stressed, and I just don't want to add to it. I want to alleviate it, and I don't know how. I really don't, because like I said, my energy is really, really not a lot of it. And I try and I take take things for my energy. I take vitamins. I mean, what can I say? I try. I keep on hearing myself saying I try. I mean, what else is there really? You know, all you could do is try. You know. But anyways, I guess this is my little update. It's been months. I think since May was the last time I did a video. And I just haven't felt to record, and I always say, oh, I want to record every week, and I want to keep track of it, and I want to share my story, you know, for others to. I know there has to be other people going through something similar, and when I hear it, when I, you know, go online and I hear other people's stories and they're similar to mine, they give me so much hope, and I feel so much better. And I know it's like crazy because, oh, I feel better because somebody else is miserable just like me, which really sucks. Look, this is like pieces of my tubing. Anyways, that's not here or there. And yeah, it just makes me feel a little bit more normal and a little bit more human when I know that there's other people that are going through similar things. And so anyways, that's why, you know, I wanted to share this, because it's good for me, because I could always go back and see this and see where I'm at and what I'm thinking and where I am in different times, which is really cool. But also because I get to help other people, hopefully, and they could feel more normal. And yeah. So anyways, I've been rambling for about 12 minutes, so I think that's good for today. Like I said, I would like to, hope to, blogging more. Basically, this is what I call blogging, sitting here and talking about how I feel and what I'm thinking and what's going on in my life. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.